Hello. Actually, let me give me 1 second to go drink some water. I'm coming back. I'm back. So, how's everyone doing? I hope you're all doing amazing. A new week. Wednesday, 22 of March. Sorry for this mess of a program of mine, alright? Sorry. As I said yesterday, why is it so loud? Jesus Christ. Was this always so loud? Okay, now I can hear myself. Or maybe I need to just turn down the... There we go. Now I feel better. Jesus, I cannot hear myself think. So, where was I? Yes. A new week. Sorry for the mess of a program. As I said before, I haven't settled up yet on how things will turn out from now on. I need to, settle things up first, then I'm gonna, have a proper program, published. But until then, I'm just gonna have to keep making changes. So, coffee talk. Let's continue the game. Man, I have been wanting, ever since I started playing video games on stream, and I end up enjoying these games, I always think to myself, man, I wanna play this game now. And I'm like, fuck, I have to wait until the next stream. Fuck. Then again, I could just make more regular streams, but I cannot really, just because I have the desire to play a game now, it's not 100%, certain. The fact that I'm probably gonna, if it's possible, like, for me to stream so regularly without making my streams a little bit monotoned, in content, and eventually reaching a point where I just don't know what to do. Like I did 2 weeks ago. Anyway. New day. Let me see the new article. The Evening Whispers. The anxious boy and his love stories on public transport. The day was hot, sunny and humid. Just like most days in Jakarta, I was standing inside a crowded bus, neither well-functioning air conditioning nor proper ventilation, trying to keep myself productive in the uncomfortable environment by reading by reading my recently bought copy of Haruki Harukami's The Elephant Vanishes while listening to a random playlist on my old pod. That's an interesting... Oh, wait a minute. That's not the entire title. Wait a minute. My recently bought copy of Murakami Harukami's The Elephant Vanishes while listening to a random playlist on my old iPod. How can you... Wait a minute. How can you read and listen to music at the same time? Music doesn't really allow me to read very well. Except if it's a very chill, very low-toned, music. Well, despite the hellish conditions, you could say I was luckier than most because I was standing near the rear door of the bus, licking my back on the side of the seat, safe enough to not fall out of the bus, breezy enough to breathe freely. Why? Damn, this one is so big that I cannot actually control the Okay. As I mentioned, I was on a public bus in Jakarta, so naturally I needed to be wary with my surroundings. Mostly keeping my belongings secure from pickpockets and the human pests and other human pests. I glanced around the bus several times in between pages, and that was when I saw her. It's hard. Oh crap! This is actually getting a little bit cheap now. Come on. Okay, it's hard to describe her. She has no specific characteristic to differentiate her from other women. She was like the perfect example of the girl you would walk past unseen on the sidewalk every day. A girl you might glance at for a second. Then a few steps later it would be hard even to remember her hair color. Never mind what her eyes, her nose, her mouth would look like. She was standing near the front door of the bus, not leaning on anything or anyone, not touching the bacteria-infested hand grip on the ceiling of the bus, although to be fair, it might have been hard for her to reach that grip anyway. But still, she stood there with the perfectly balance of a tree rooted in healthy soil. She stood as if somebody had silently put the Venus de Milo on the bus, and she somehow fit perfectly without anyone noticing it happening. Wait a minute, I did not understood any of that. Wait a minute. She will feel balanced on the street within the health soil. She stood as if somebody had. Okay. She was wearing a pair of earphones, wired, just like headphones were supposed to be, and a slight smile on her face. Sometimes she closed her eyes for a few seconds, enjoying the music only she could hear. Her eyes rarely stayed in one place. They kept wandering around the bus, not too fast like someone anxious, not too slow like someone looking at something specific. Maybe she's the one, I thought. Love at first sight? Now that is spicy. It is actually not spicy. I could say this is romantic. I wouldn't say spicy. It is romantic, but how are you so sure about that? This isn't the first time I thought like this. A thought like this has crossed my mind. As a hopeless romantic, seeing any woman who piques my interest will immediately trigger a story in my imagination. A story of how I'll approach them, get to know them, with the proviso that they are just as I imagine them to be. Start dating, get married, have kids, grow old in our home, and so on and so on. Random cuties, that's what I call them. Unicorns among horses. The term doesn't apply to any cute girls I see, of course. It has to be someone special. What? Yes. Or at least someone I imagine to be special. The thing is, goddamn, I wasn't ready for so much reading. Give me 1 second. I'm not into streamer mode yet. Sorry for that. A lot has happened in these past few days. And to be fair, my mind hasn't processed anything very well. Okay. I have drank coffee for today, but I didn't have a very good sleep, not gonna lie. Anyway, where were we? Yes. The thing is, automatically imagining those stories whenever I happen across a random... wait a minute, I go slower. The thing is, automatically imagining those stories whenever I happen across a random cutie isn't healthy. Whenever I happen... it's a slang way of saying just being there. Whenever I happen across a random cutie isn't healthy. It puts a toll on my mind and, of course, my heart. It creates a lot of unhealthy expectations before any opportunities even arise. Oh shit! She looked at me. She made eye contact for a brief flash of seconds. I immediately returned to my book. Did she notice me staring at her? Did she see what I was thinking? My mind won't stop spinning, overthinking, while my pulse beats double time in my ears. I continue staring at my book with what just happened. I obviously can't read it properly. My eyes were looking at the words, but nothing was being processed other than thoughts of her. I glanced back at her, and she was staring at me. Eye contact more than once. It has to mean something. Should I approach her and introduce myself? Yes, I should. That's small pause right there. But what if things go wrong? What's the worst thing that could happen if we introduced ourselves? Well, okay, so perfect time for me to explain to you how I, perceive love. When you are trying to make when you're trying to introduce yourself to a person, when you have, you could say the goal for something romantic, or at the very least some expectations of something romantic. Well, here's the thing. There are multiple endings to this. What do I mean? I mean that, look, there are good endings that these so-called good endings derive from best to worst. Like they have, they go from best to worst. And there are bad endings that go from best to worst. Yes, there are best bad endings. What do I mean by that? Obviously, the good ending is that you end up having a relationship with. The bad ending is not having a relationship with them, being rejected, basically. Best good ending is that you actually found someone that truly has also feelings for you, and turns out you have a good chemistry with each other. The worst good ending, it could be that you end up with this person, but it turns out the relationship is toxic. The best bad ending is when they reject you, but they actually, being a little bit apologetic about it, that, they actually reject you in a very kind manner, like, I'm sorry, you look like a good guy, but I don't have feelings for you. This kind of thing. The worst bad ending, and this is where it truly breaks your heart, is when they don't only reject you, but they also either laugh at you, get angry at you, or downright, and this is what has happened to me, or they downright don't even bother to reject you. Like, yes, I have found myself in a situation where you could say basically I confessed to a girl, and I was not even worthy of a proper rejection. She just stopped talking to me. She just stopped looking at me. She acted as if I was not there anymore. Yes, that did happen. So, I personally, whenever I approach someone, I do not have expectations anymore. Because I say to myself, to love, it's nothing. To be loved is something. To love and be loved, it's everything. So, I do not love someone until I realize that they love me back, Which is cruel, because sometimes I might be the one end up being the cold one. But I'd rather be the stone than being the heartbroken, let me tell you. I'd rather have the heart being of stone than being the heartbroken. Again. What was it? First, it's a crowded bus, and moving from the rear door to the front will definitely annoy some people. Second, what if after we approach her, she becomes annoyed and, oh come on, you're overthinking it as usual. Nothing bad will happen even if she does get annoyed. Actually, it's actually going to be a little bit of a blow to your self-confidence. It depends on how well you can handle rejection, how good of a stoic you are, how much stoic you are. Don't dismiss me, nothing bad will happen. Well, she might scream and say I'm a pervert, and then the whole bus will beat me to death. Oh, and the worst option, what if we introduce ourselves and then it turns out she's not like we imagined her to be? All the time and energy will be wasted in exchange for years of agony. Man, look, if you want to talk to someone, just talk without actually having any expectations. This guy has made the problem to have expectations right off the bat because he believes she's the one, as he said. Don't believe that someone is the one. Or at the very least, don't think about having that someone being the one. You know, when you talk to them. Just let it happen, basically. You know, do not think of it at all. Just do it. Just talk as if you're talking to... If you have worked before, then act as if it's an acquaintance or some kind of colleague. If you don't really have worked before in your life, then act that they are just a random person, some clerk at the store or something. Oh, and for everything will be fine. Don't worry so much. No matter what happens no matter what happens second, we still have to try something first. No, there is too much at risk. The debate is still raging inside my head, and that's when it happens. We make eye contact again, but this time it lasts longer than a few seconds, and then she smiled at me. Just a small curve on those perfectly average, beautiful lips. I quickly returned to my book. Man, my guy didn't realize that he has the charm card. See, you have to do something. Actually, that's a typo right there. See, you have to do something. But remember the girl with the violin we saw on the train to Yogyakarta a few years ago? Of course I remember. Exactly. She was just a random person that sat across from you on the train. We don't even remember what month it was, and yet we still remember the maroon coat she was wearing, the violin case she put in the overhead compartment, her reddish hair in that pixie cut hair. Stop it. That was different, and we might have saved ourselves a lot of embarrassment by not talking to her. The thoughts, the noise, the internal dialogue, it won't stop. I was sweating, but not because of her heat. Of her heat. What the fuck? I was sweating, but not because of the heat. A cold sweat. This has to stop. This had to stop. Stop! I screamed eternally. Everything stopped, and just in time, my old iPod randomly shuffled to explosions in the spaces. The only moment we were alone. Wait a minute. Explosion in the spaces must be the album. I cranked up the volume, put my book in my bag, and just breathed. Yes, I might lose the chance to meet the one by doing this. But at least, as long as I don't know her, she's perfect. Now that is a little bit too optimistic in a miserable way, and I don't know why, but I hate it. Let me read that again. I cranked up the volume, put my book in my bag, and just breathe. Yes, I might lose the chance to meet the one by doing this, but at least, as long as I don't know her, she's perfect. Well, this is hesitation, and hesitation will not get you anywhere, brother. Trust me on that. As far as I know, she might be listening to explosions in the space. As far as I know, she might be a big fan of Harukami and Final Dreams 9. Okay? As far as I know, she might be single. As far as I know, she might be a 100% perfect match for me that I believe can't exist if my knowledge of her goes any further than what I know right now. Besides, as the old saying goes, if it's meant to be, it will be. You cannot leave everything to fate, brother. The bus stopped in front of Plaza Senayan. My destination. It was time for me to go. I decided not to look in her direction as I left, knowing that if I looked at her, it would be the last time I ever saw her. That's too hard for a hopeless romantic like me. I left the bus and enjoyed the warm sun and the breeze of fresh air. Finally, out of the metal Schrödinger. Wait a minute, how do you read that? Schrödinger's box. That's when it happened. I turned my head to the right, and there she was, standing alone, enjoying the breeze. Now she was free of the roasting metal box we humans named Bus. Bus, yeah. She turned her head to the left, showing a glimmer of surprise at seeing me standing there. After that, she smiled. So, if it's meant to be, it will be. If you did not introduce yourself to her after that, honestly, fuck you. You might as well not be called a man anymore. I will just call you. Well, actually, I would call you a coward after that point. My friend, let me tell you something. I know something about psychology when it comes to love, alright? And let me tell you, it's difficult to find the one. If you feel like you have some kind of spark with someone, you should actually try to investigate it. Do not dive headfirst into it. I've known a lot of people who have actually, thought they found the one and they ended up having a serious problems after that. But let me be honest with you. It's gonna be even greater of a regret if you don't try at all, brother. You really have to be patient and active at the same time. Get it? Okay. So now I have to go ahead and delete the shit. Give me 1 second. As usual. Okay. Go. Okay. What is this? Give me one second. What the fuck is going on in my computer? Apparently I have a lot of files that have actually grabbed a lot of fucking... Okay, apparently I have to delete all this shit. Give me 1 second. Oh, wrong button. If it's more than 5 digits, I delete it. Oh, wait a minute, not this one. This and this, it's good. Did I ruin it? Oh, okay. Go. Okay, I think now I can make some space. Give me 1 second. Sorry for this. I still don't know why I have 2 hard drives in this computer, but for some reason whenever I am to use the capture utility, I end up having a problem with the fucking computer. Not really, recording on the hard drive that actually, lasts longer basically. No, that has space. Oh, anyway, screw it. Yeah. Where were we? That's right. Love, yes. You have to try, brother. And you have to be patient. That's the thing. Do not assume that just because you're talking to a person, it's almost as if you have already been married to them. You need to have more self-confidence, and you also you need to have the balls to reject someone if you feel like you do not really make well for each other. I know it might be, harsh, but it is better to be honest than trying to make something, work when you know for a fact that it will not work. Then again, you also need a little bit of self-confidence to actually take that privilege yourself. Like sometimes you feel like things might get better, but sometimes you also need to not hide from yourself. It's difficult to explain. Anyway. But it's something that will make the story different, okay? You have an idea of last time we talked about, right? Different isn't always good. It's a neat concept, but you need to handle it carefully and gracefully. I know. Someone. Hey, Gala. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Gala. Am I interrupting? It looked like you were having an intense discussion. It's nothing. Alexander was just giving me feedback. It's for the book I'm writing. Sounds like a heavy discussion. What are you up to tonight? I'm just planning to sit and relax. Please don't let my presence interrupt you. Don't worry about it. Although, I need to interrupt Alexander for a moment. Sure, now, how can I help you? Can I have a cup of... you remember my remedy? Of course. Do you want to give it a try again? My last order might have been the right drink, but let's give it a try again, just to be sure. Okay. Remember, it has tea and ginger. I think we got it right? We got it right. Right. So I'm just gonna serve him the same shit. Tea, milk, ginger. Tea, milk, and ginger. Tea, milk, and ginger. Wait a minute. The form of the fucking... Tea, milk, ginger. There we go. Nice. Galahad. There you go. Judging from the smell, it looks like it. Indeed. I have the same feeling. I've made a note of that mixture. Perfect. Anyway, please don't mind me and continue with your discussion. Don't worry, Mr. Gala. We're done for the night. You're done. I have a lot of new homework thanks to you. You're welcome. Is Hyde coming? No, I'm by myself tonight. It's gonna be peaceful night, right? It's gonna be a peaceful night then. That's mean, Freya. Oh, come on, I was just kidding. Joking. He needs to learn how to communicate his thoughts nicely, though. He might not look like it, but he's a very kind person, you know. He doesn't show it, that's for sure. That implies to you as well. Now, come on. Oh, it's my guy, Baileys. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Baileys. Hey, yeah. How are you doing, Freya? Not good. What's going on? Alexander was just criticizing my story. It's called feedback. It's cruel. It's necessary. Sounds interesting. What's the problem with the story? The story is non-linear and quite complicated. Imagine a choose-your-own adventure storybook, but for adults. Sounds pretty common so far. But instead of telling you which page to turn to, each decision you make will give you a score. What? The score will determine which page you should go to. That sounds more like a video game than a book. I know, it's not that original. But my target here is the mainstream audience. Huh? With the help of my publisher, this kind of book may go mainstream. Just like the Choose Your Own Adventure show on Netstream. It was nothing new, but because of the marketing and the names involved, it reached the mainstream market. That sounds interesting. And highly ambitious, Freya. At least it's simpler than my other idea, which is making the novel not in the form of book, but in the form of story cards. What? I know, right? As if she has all the time in the world. And that's before even considering the sensitive issue of setting the story in a world where only humans exist. Can you imagine that shit? What did you say? No, there is no reason why it has to be that way. Just wait until I finished it, okay? Alright. As Alexander said though, I won't have the time. Getting a normal pitch approved is already a steep climb. Let's not make the mountain even higher. Fair enough. What's the story all about, by the way? You'll have to wait for it. Don't wait to spoil the fun. If you say so. Anyway, I haven't ordered anything. Man, I'm trying to figure out voices for these people, but for me, I'm like, you know what? Let it come naturally to me. So, the only one that I have actually persisted on having a decent voice, it's my own self, because it's easy. What do you want to drink tonight? Ginger latte, if you know how to make it. Ginger like it. What? Ginger latte. Ginger like it. Gala, a veteran now working in a hospital. Would anything warm and made with ginger, music metal maiden. My guy, nuts. Books, Full Metal Jarhead. What I'm doing with my life. Trying to heal myself by helping other people heal. Now that is very nice. Actually, how many people have I completed? Freya, Kalalua. Bailey's, it's the next one. Hyde is almost. Mute programming. Is the Rachel not yet. Aqua, I have finished Aqua, nice. And he's her father now. Oh, her father, it's Rachel's father. That's my mistake. So anyway, ginger latte. It has to. If it's latte, that means that it has to be coffee, milk, ginger, no? Coffee, milk, ginger. Except if it's coffee, ginger, milk, but I don't think that's possible. Milk, ginger, coffee. Fuck. It's gonna be difficult. Ginger latte. Okay, maybe it's milk. No, it's not milk. It's coffee, ginger, milk. Weird. Ginger latte. Nice. Excellent. Here you go. Yeah, I found the new entry and the new coffee. Nice. Freelance designer, museum and art gallery frequenter, art school graduate, will draw and design for food and shelter. Man, everyone actually, ever since I have been in the VTubing community and I have actually watching artists for the sake of me actually getting some art, or at the very least getting the idea of how, the go around among these people is. Most people always write draw and design for food and shelter, or for surviving, or for for enjoying luxuries or some shit, and I'm like, god damn it. You people are just fucking, trying to basically make ends meet by drawing. And most of the time, you probably don't even manage. Which is sad, actually. I'm not actually laughing about it. I know that things have not, when it comes to art, things are so fucking difficult. Because look, I'm a writer, alright? And as a writer, I do not draw, but I do actually write for character stories. I do need designers and artists to design these characters for me. And ever since I started, VTubing and overall being in this community, I realized that it's not just so simple to find a good artist, a good willing artist, value for money, overall, having a decent, understanding and, basically being able to communicate with the artist is, well, basically. I have ended up, ended up working with artists that have cancelled me last second. I have worked up with, I don't have many experiences, but my experiences so far have been like great. When I say great, I mean great because I have actually gotten so much feedback from the reality of what it means to, basically hire a freelance artist to do work for you. I personally love illustrations, but let me tell you something. Asking for an illustration means that you have to sell your kidney. I'm not even fucking kidding. It's very expensive. Not because, well, they deserve it. But for someone like me, which gets paid like 600 per, like the very basic, it's like 600 euros per month, the salary. And that is also the money I have to, also use to survive and eat. The money I have for an artist is like 50 euros or maybe 100 if things are actually, decent. But fuck me, when you end up asking for a drawing, an illustration, and they ask of you like 1,000, like 4 digits, I'm like, fuck this shit. If it was my life's goal for you people to actually ask for a single piece of art, I would never achieve it. But then again, it's not their fault. This is how the market is, and it's not my fault either. The fact that my country has failed so horribly economically. What can you do? Then again, you could say art is a luxury. You cannot actually commission art if you're not actually, well when it comes to, financially, Oh well, that's why most of the time my illustrations, I do not have, I have never technically commissioned illustrations, even though I have tried. I most of the time ask for models or for some very simplistic backgrounds. Anyway, I have more things to say on that subject, but let's not linger too much. Maybe in a talk stream at some point. Warm energy boost perfect for a cold evening. Nice. Here you go. Thanks. Damn, this is good. With this kind of drink making skill, I wonder why your place isn't any bigger. Oh well, what we have here now is more than enough for me. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. By the way, how are you doing, Baileys? Still busy with your last client? Ah, done with her. Done? As in you're dropping the project? Hey, I'm not crazy. I still need the money. Done, as in I have finished the job. I spent the past few days making sure. It's even done before the deadline. Did she like it? Oh, she loved it. She got some complaints, of course. But I convinced her. By using some design terms she doesn't understand. Oh man. It's actually good when you do that to clients who are, they don't have made up your mind, but they have actually done that to me just because they wanted the money. Fuck. sometimes it's a little bit predatory, you know. It's not like every artist out there is out to get you. It's out to, you know, rip you off. But there are artists out there that put shame on artists, and that's sad. Like, that's actually in every circle, in every kind of circle, you know, that you know, whenever someone is doing good, there is always some asshole who does things for his own benefit wrong, you know? Oh well. So you finished your job by bullshitting her? The finest bullshit, my lady. Nice. That's one survival skill every freelancer must have. Are you working on anything right now? No. I'm taking a break from work. I need to work on a few personal matters. Oh. Shut. Like you and Lua? Something like that. By the way, I'm curious. How did you guys meet? If you don't mind me asking. I don't mind. It's just that I was young and stupid, you know? And I got married. Oh, come on. Who hasn't been there? You're right. So, I was a bit of a player back in college. Ooh, spicy. And I was going after my then best friend's girlfriend's friend. What the fuck? Wait a minute, let me read that again. What? I was going after my then best friend's girlfriend's friend. My best friend's girlfriend's friend. You're telling me that your best friend had a girlfriend and you actually went for the girlfriend of your best friend. I think I get it. That was a little bit difficult to even Freya didn't realize it. Wait, what? Okay, I'll say it say it slowly. I used to have a best friend. He was an incubus. Okay? Let's call him Cognac. Cognac had a girlfriend. Still following. And that girl has a friend. The friend is the one I'm after. Okay. Got it? She was one of the hottest girls there. But everyone knew she wasn't the type of girl you would want to date. Why? I don't want to get into details. But this succubus was super hot. Like, damn. And all the guys wanted to sleep with. In their dreams. Literally. She was a player too. Oh shit, what? That doesn't sound like Lua at all. Because it wasn't Lua, genius. Right? Lua was my friend's girl. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, this is truly spicy. Holy shit. This is getting spicier. And the other girl's name was... Let's just call her Rose. Continue. I knew Lua, thanks to her relationship with Cognac. That's a fake name you made up, right? Yes. Now, will you let me continue without interruptions? Okay. So I asked Lua a lot of things about Rose. She knew what I was after. It annoyed her so much. But I kept on bothering her. I mean, I was pretty active guy back then. So Lua came over to visit us at one point. I lived with Cognac back in college. I'd been out and I got back just as Lua arrived. A total coincidence. We went into our place together and witnessed something surprising. What? Cognac was sleeping with Rose. Fuck me, I was expecting that. God damn it. So, cheating and technically potential cheating on your best friend as well. That guy Cognac is an asshole. Holy fucking shit. I saw the look on Lua's face. The disbelief, anger, sadness. And without even thinking about it, I punched Cognac in the face. Man, that guy, woo, a player, but a Sigma player at that, not just an asshole who goes after pussy. I'm a little bit unhinged today, I am. I'm sorry about that. But this is actually a very, very good story. You what? Oh god damn it, it's, oh no, do not freeze now! Not now, fuck me. Don't freeze now, I'm getting, this is getting good. Ah, shit. It didn't freeze this entire time. Why do you freeze now of all times? Right at the spicy part, like right at the part where we get to have to fight, you know, where you have a bro. Oh, that's right, I got into a fight with him. That's right, kick his ass. Oh, I haven't told you. Cognac was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tutor for kids. Jiu-jitsu, excuse me, jiu-jitsu. What the fuck did... I just created a new, you know... I just created a new martial art, jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu tutor for kids. And I knew Pancration. He's pretty good. Oh my. Yeah, I landed that one punch. And he beat me up to a pulp. Oh come on, you cannot be serious. Trust me, in an actual brawl, martial arts are a little bit different from what it is in the actual, you know, so-called, you know, competitions of the martial arts, you know. So I know, because now I have been, you know, I have been in Pancration for about what, 3 plus 4, so, yes, 7 months now, and I have learned quite a few things. An actual battle, it's not the same as in a competition battle. Just saying. Easily. Oh, come on. Lua begged me to stop fighting on her behalf. Hey, more like she begged Cognac. Hey, I wasn't kidding. I lost, but I don't give up so easily. I was beaten up pretty bad. So Lua take care of my injuries. We grew closer after that. And I don't even remember the exact date. But suddenly, that friendship turned into a relationship. That was one hell of a story. I know. Have you seen her by any chance? Yeah. Lua came by a few days ago. You know what's the sad part? What if Lua right now is actually with Hyde? That would be total bullshit, but then again, I don't really believe that Hyde is actually, you know, a heterosexual. Just saying. Oh, no, Lua is with Rachel or Aqua. Not only getting cucked, but getting cucked, but not even a male. But then again, you could see it as a good thing, because you cannot really compete with something that you definitely are not. That would be a horrible plot twist. I'm sorry for bringing that up. Lua came by a few days ago. How was she doing? She hasn't returned any of my calls or texts. Well, she's healthy, that's for sure. She got into an argument though. With whom? There was this male model. Male. The one you're definitely not getting cucked right now. Yeah. A model? I didn't think she was the type of girl to go out with a model. Oh, they weren't together. What were they arguing about? Well, we were talking about your relationship. Man, talk about gossip in this fucking establishment. It got stuck again. So much for actually, you know, so much for having a cozy stream if I'm always gonna keep doing that. Come on. You are ruining me here, Elgato. You're ruining me. You're ruining me. Okay, back in business. Wait a minute. That's right, back in business. Lua told us about the reason behind the fight, about your family stuff, and then this guy Hyde joined the discussion. What did he say? He didn't understand why Lua would insist on getting family approval, considering, you know, he got stuck again? Come on, that's not fair. Why? Why the fuck? Give me 1 second, excuse me. Come on. Do not ruin it. I'm having a conversation here. You cannot ruin me like this. Okay, now pray to God that actually it will work. Let's try this one more time. Do you like two of me? Am I not beautiful? Okay. Looks focused now. Man, my guy over here just listening like, fuck this. What if the last thing I wanted to do is actually, you know, listen on conversations about harsh, relationships that have ended up going south. Anyway, where were we? Yes. What? You're willing to leave your own family? You would do that for her? Yes, I would. I'm sick and tired of my family. Why would you say that? Let me tell you about my family. Or I should say, most elven families. They all think they are so high and mighty. Man, I love this fucking game because it takes the concept of The Witcher. If you have watched, there is an amazing critique out there. A man who actually, reviews video games basically, and he makes some really good reviews. His name is Joseph Anderson. He doesn't, he has set on a quest on making, the trilogy of the Witcher series, the Witcher series. The first game, the second game, and the third game. The first and the second he has completed, but the third one is still in the making. This guy is also a family man, so I fully understand, the fact that he has taken so long. The last review he made was on Elden Ring a year ago, actually. Anyway, this guy actually said it in the World of the Witcher universe. Actually, the elves are actually... Well, technically, everyone is racist of elves because elves see themselves as truly as high and mighty. Basically, it's like a reversal hate kind of thing. That the elves, they see themselves as higher beings, and this higher being kind of thing turns everyone into a racist for the elves. And this is exactly what we encounter here. And one more time, Elgato is fucking with me. Why are you like this? Is it because of the... empty... Froze again. Okay. Is it because of the... Yes, close the fucking program. Jesus. Is it because of the... Give me 1 second. I wonder. Is it because of space on the hard drive? Yes, it is because of space on the hard drive. God fucking damn it. Of course. Give me 1 second. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. What am I supposed to delete now? That's a good question right here. Give me 1 second. Let's try this one more time. As usual. I think wait a minute. Is this really all there is? Why can you not change the capture on the fucking no. Okay then. Let me try this one more time. Okay, give me 1 second. I have to fix this eventually, because if I do not, I'm gonna keep stacking. Unfortunately for me, the capture utility does not work if it doesn't actually, records everything, which I do not want to record. I just want to capture, but I do not get it why it's so like needed for the. Why is this here? Do I even play these games? Fuck it. Delete this. Delete this as well. Give me 1 second. Scuff, what do you expect? Okay, now this alone actually takes so much. Actually, yeah. Okay, now problem will be solved, I suppose. Okay, let's try this one more time. Now it should work. It should. There we go. Now we are good to go. Let's go. Finally. Okay. They all think they are so high and mighty. If you're born an elf, there are certain unwritten rules you must follow. Reputation and appearance are everything. We must never, ever make our family look bad. You can only befriend certain people. You must dress a certain way. You can only have certain jobs. Jobs are jobs that are deemed worthy and successful, like being a doctor or a lawyer or a CEO. Yeah, I understand. Basically, this guy is like the elf race is basically the equivalent of aristocrats. You know, ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be an artist. I love drawing and creating art. However, becoming an artist is not something elves would deem suitable, unless you become the next Da Vinci. So when I switched from a business major to an art major, my parents went crazy, screamed like they were on fire. They told me that I will never be rich or successful. All that because you chose an art degree? You want to know the worst part? They blamed Lua. What do you mean? They blamed her for my decision to pursue my passion for art. Yelled about her kind is ruining their country. Accusing their religion of worshipping the Dark Lord. Accusing her of putting a smell on me and cursing the family. The Dark Lord? They still worship Satan, these guys? Man, it's been so long since I've encountered a follower. Anyway, I guess this story is meant to be told another time. Whoa! I mean, come on, this is the 21st century. No shit, Sherlock. But that doesn't mean that people change that easily, especially their mindsets. That's so not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental, but your family is racist. Tell me about it. I'm racist to myself. Imagine that. Lua is the only person that can make me feel alive. She showed me how I can be free and pursue my dreams. I don't understand why Lua is so obsessed with the idea of reconciliation with my family. I just don't get it. I have no problem leaving my family, you know. I would happily leave them for the both of us. What about her? What about her and her family? Man, why Gala and Hyde are always the ones who are talking, you know, to this couple? You may be happy to leave your family. However, it may not be the same for her. Back. Gala, do you have something to say? Perhaps you could give us a different perspective. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I couldn't help overhearing your story. I assume that the person you're talking about is not an elf, correct? Yes, she's a succubus. I see. I'm a werewolf. For werewolves, the wolf pack is the most important thing. We'll put family before any other. Cubicle. That's the name. Cubicle. Cubicle before any other. We often have our own problems within the pack, but we won't abandon our family for anything. Perhaps that's also true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't that make your parents believe that all those bad stereotypes about Sakibai are true? I never thought of it that way before. Whether you like it or not, your actions will have an impact on her as well. And if you leave your family for her, that will put her in a difficult spot. She might feel responsible for your actions. There's nothing to feel bad about. I'm leaving my messy family to create a better one with her. It's easy for you to say that now, but you don't know what the future holds. One day, circumstances might change. Don't be such a... My God, you can see how dismissive he is. One day, one of you might regret your decisions. One day, you might use the "I left my family for you" card. We love each other. I'll be with her whenever the I'll be with her whatever the circumstances may be. You know, love is like a flame. It might burn fiercely at first, but over time it will die down if you don't maintain it. Maintaining it won't be easy. It will be hard work. Because life is full of storms. Yeah, tell me about it. Shit. Gala here is the wise man. You know he's been through some shit when he talks like that. You know when a man is fine when he, when he speaks like that. When I say fine, I mean, that, hey, at some point, you might find yourself, tired, but one day, no matter how you see it, one day you will be fine. Even in the days where you technically are not fine, you say you are fine. Then there are people who are realizing that they are also fine. I'm not making any sense. But anyway, screw it. Have you seen that one small video with that army guy who talks about being fine? That's what I'm trying to reference. But anyway, screw it. And marriage, it will not survive on love alone. Fuck. Whoa! That's deep. We'll have each other and that's enough for us. Tell me, do you have health insurance? What? I'm an elf. Why would I need health insurance? You will need some. What for? Immortality is an elven privilege. But you will lose it if your family disowns you. I've seen people go bankrupt because they fell ill or got seriously injured. Emptied their entire life savings for an $8 bill because in this country they charge $20,000 for it. Fuck. Man, talking about real shit. At least that's the one thing that in Greece you don't really have to worry about that much. But then again, it's like I'm already bankrupt. But even though I'm already bankrupt, they're not just gonna leave me to die. So that's the only thing that basically you can tell. Okay, maybe the idea that okay, you know what? It's not like you had anything to lose anyway. Might be, a little bit of a better thing to, if you think about it. Oh. And if you decide to have children, they won't have the same privileges that you do. There is a high probability that they will get bullied for being half-breed. There are consequences. It shouldn't be taken lightly. Man, that guy, Gala, my God, we would have such great conversation with this man. Think about it. Anyway, I've gotta go. Bye-bye. He throws the bomb of feels right there and then he leaves. I apologize for my intrusion. No, thank you for your insight. I've got to go too. Want to head out together? Sure. Thanks for the drink, Alexander. And Freya. Bye. Later, boys. Stay safe. That's exactly how I feel right now in the show. What? You made me lose 2 customers in a minute. Hey, that wasn't me. They were leaving anyway. Are you going to write that in your book? It's a secret. If your book is based on this coffee shop, how can you present a story like theirs in a world with only humans around? Have you heard about Africa? Okay, don't get me wrong. Okay, but hey, technically, yeah, this game has, deep psychological meanings behind it. So I'm not sure. Perhaps a hot drink will give you some inspiration. It's getting late. Fuck off, Freya. Go get a drink elsewhere. Sounds like a great idea. Milky Way. Oh, I know a person named like that. Wrong time to... Actually, was it the wrong time? Screw it. Tuesday, September 29, 2020. The newspaper. So... What is this? Okay, so... Who vows to stop major hospitals selling Fury sedative illegally? My grandma. What the fuck is that even a question? Who vows to stop major selling furious related with Blake? Coachella 2020. 10 reasons why you should go. Sports tournament in space might be only a few decades away. Oh, really now? Start the day. Oh, my people, my guys. Where is the story of today? Man, this music. A stray boy and a lonely cat. Midnight. The boy arrives at his home. The ticking sound of the cooling engine fills the dark, empty garage, followed by the scrape of the rusty metal door being forcefully closed. He leaves the garage, and there she is, waiting for him to come back home. She always waits in the same spot around the same time. The boy always smiles when he sees her. Meow! The cat calls the boy, demanding the treatment she always receives from him every night, in the same spot, around the same time. I'm Batman. He laughs quietly as he walks up to her He laughs quietly as he walks up to join her. You've been waiting for me, haven't you? Here I come. Come here. Oh, wait a minute. Here, come here. What the fuck? Why did this sound so fucking... Okay, so I'm just gonna roll with it now. Fuck it. I can move the camera. I didn't know that. Says the boy to the cat while he pets her fur. The cat purrs loudly and refuses to stand still. She dances around him, stands up tall on 2 feet, rubs her head against his shins and shares her affection while enjoying their nightly routine. Until suddenly, the boy decides that their interactions is enough for today. He stands up, walks away from her, and closes his door. The cat understands that their time for the day is up. They both return to their own lives. The boy did not give the cat something to eat, and the cat did not sleep next to him to help him relax. For she was not his, and he was not hers. Wait, this is actually, oh my god, I just realized that I just read a twisted psychological innuendo for a cat woman with another man, or perhaps, what would you call this guy? Shota in Japanese, the little brat boy, that apparently they have. Oh fuck me. Okay, so have I ever told you how much I hate? What's the term? I cannot remember. The term was. Come on, fuck me. Don't get me. How can I forget it? Then again, I'm happy that I did forget it, but now I have to remember it anyway. What's it called? How can I forget? How can I forget? NTR. That's right. NTR. Netorare. Japanese term for cheating and being unfaithful. Yes. I just read an NTR and I hate myself for that. No wonder I have this serious voice though. Anyway. He really never changed. I know. But it was surprisingly nice. catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey, Alexander. I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiment. Yes. I think the last one was the remedy. But there is no harm in checking some other combinations. Alright. You know what to do. Man, I'm just gonna make the same fucking remedy. Don't expect me to do anything else. Tea, milk, ginger. Tea, milk, ginger. Oh, no. Tea, milk, ginger. Tea, milk, ginger. There we go. Galahad. Try this. Thank you. Just what I needed. What about you? What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. I couldn't help overhearing you both. It sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Oh? Didn't you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Those two bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, fast, vicious, powerful, tough? Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know Kung Fu. Besides, I'd had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. I just, a couple of weeks ago I played Vampire the Masquerade. I was kicking ass very well, but then again I wasn't kicking ass with my fist most of the time, it was with guns. Okay, I guess you're right. A couple? Really? You were trust, Hyde. You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. To a blanket. Obviously he was too drunk to drive. So I hailed a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had ties to the mafia. And I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of money. Yeah, shit. They wanted me to launder their dirty money. So I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I overheard that they were talking about before the fight started. What they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck, the universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard, for real. After all the trouble you caused me that night before... Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke, breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. My guy is coming straight from Vietnam. Fuck this shit. Heavy themes this game, I'll give you that. Oh, I see. So how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital, Gala? Well, when he was working with me, I noticed. I'd prefer it if we skip that part. Come on, no! Now I'm curious. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it. It's alright. Forgive me for asking. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say, something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Were you addicted to killing or some shit? Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or a doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So you could say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. I know. Anyway, Alexander, I'd like to order something now. What would you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? Tea-based drink? Tea-based, so we have tea. But what kind of tea? Warm and cool. Spiced, no. American, no. It could be either of the three. Cool and warm at the same time. Shit. I have to try things out now. Tea. What makes something warm and cool at the same time? This makes it, cinnamon makes it warm. It's not honey. It could be lemon. Could be mint. Could be ginger. It's not honey. Very highly likely it's... Is it milk? Because it's both warm and... Could be milk. Tea, milk, and cinnamon. I'll start with it, I guess. I won't know if I don't try. Chai Adeni. Is this it though? Did I got it right? It was definitely a drink, but was the right one? Okay. Let me save here. Okay, so let's say this one more time. Tea, milk, and it could be lemon. Chai Adeni. So the first one was Chai Adeni. Very highly likely that that could be it. That is definitely not it. Tea, milk, mint. Milk, mint. Oh, no, this is not it. Tea, milk, and ginger? I think that's not it, but well, we try. Galahad. Okay, so I just made the same shit before. Is it the one with... Okay, let me think. Tea, milk, cinnamon. Is this the one he wants? I'm gonna have to reload if it's not the right thing. Here's your order. A Exactly what I want. Ooh, got it right the first time. How is that even possible? Exactly what I wanted. Nice. And now we have full picture of him. Favorite things: the fact that I have been blood sober for 10 years now. My guys, keeping a good record. What I'm doing with my life: currently a model, past stock trader, entrepreneur, venture capitalist. Venture capitalist. What is the venture capitalist? I don't take the word capitalist kindly anymore, so I will assume that that was actually a good thing. Sweet spicy chai latte from the town of Aden, Yemen. Okay. You know, things have been, changing this past few years. So I would like to assume that the capitalist party is something that you did 100 years ago. Anyway, where were we? Yes, exactly what I wanted. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Yes, it's missing something green. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. I miss her, you know. I love her. Okay, nah, I'm joking. Ha! Speak of the devil. I'm already here, you moron. Oh well. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you too, Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh really? What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? Whoa. Okay, that was a good that was a good burn. That won't work on me. I've no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards. Oh, Freya, good night. I have high standards, you know. You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work? How could you tell? Call it a werewolf senses. Right. I showed Alexander my draft, and I actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. Glad I could help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff. And I also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. What do you mean? I read it was the NTR, right? Yeah. Classic, yeah. Overall, it was a good day. That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Will do, sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admining life going? Admining life going. That's not even a word, Freya. Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there. It's pretty boring to talk about. But mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much affects our income. I also deal with patients and their families. If they require intense care, such as operations, I go through what we do and how much it will cost them. Kinda like biz dev for people's lives, I don't know. You could say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective. Good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessity of it. Exactly, it's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patient's personal lives anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. He needs to be less loyal, though. Hide. Well, you've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Whoa, I didn't know that. Wait, 50 years in the same position? Uh-huh. Holy shit. Ask for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions, mostly managerial. Take it. Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still get raises while I'm doing this job. I really can't figure you out. That's Gala for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay, Hyde? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Yep. Safe trip. See you around, Alexander. And you, Freya. See ya. Take care on your way. Just the three of us. Don't laugh. You know it's kind of hard to believe someone like Gala could be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So how did you guys meet? Seriously, I have to retell the story. Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Huh. Alright then. We met in this place back when it was a bar. What? The day's over already? Oh, okay, thank you. Whoa! I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front line. Still though, why did he make the jump from, how should I say this, a very physical job to medic? Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know why, right? Are you trying to squeeze the story out of me, from me? Obviously. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya? Come on. I won't get into details, but going to war, it messes with your head. Oh, my guy has PTSD, fuck. You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? Yeah, I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength. So he only did work that relied on his muscle. That wouldn't help him get over his trauma though, right? Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do. Or at least, it's the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle? Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. And we weren't that close yet. So, no personal feelings. I needed his strength. But then I got to be interested in him. Interested? Some yaoi shit. I think he's a cool person. Okay, good thing. Not anything weird here. That's all. And after a few months, I noticed his problem. Excuse me. Oh. I suggested he talk about it with someone. Seek help. Oh man, I have a hiccup. Okay. Seek help. Which he refused. No surprises there. But I kinda pushed him to do it. Oh. It's complicated. Eventually, he did go to get professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened in his therapy sessions. But in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me. And not so long after that, he started working at the hospital. And he's been Fuck. My. Ara. Hello, alien man. Honestly, I didn't like the fact that you cut off the conversation there, but with you here, things will get even more interesting. Good evening. Wait a minute. What was the robot voice I used for him? Good evening, everyone. What the fuck? Oh boy. Good evening. It's nice to see you again. We are also glad to see you, Barista. By the way, I didn't catch your name the last time you visited. Do you have a name? Name? We sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil. We are all friends. Nice. I got a new one. A new. Oh, she changed her picture? She did change her picture. Nice. Yeah, I guess they don't change much of them. Lua changed her picture as well. Fucking big fan of art and poetry. So they do change the picture from time to time. Nail, it's just the stars, man. There is nothing here. Man, you don't have a profile. Oh wow. I guess I have to write something for you. On Earth, please call us Nail. Nail? Yes. Nail. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Nail has a lot of association with Earthling efforts in intergalactic exploration. Ah, I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet the last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So hello, my name is Freya. You could say I'm a regular here. Oh no, she's a female. Run, Freya. And you, sir? Hide. You come here often? For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah. Oh, you are not from around here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. But by far away you mean a few thousand miles or more. More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this? Oh, this? We chose this appearance based on our image we saw when we first arrived. Image? Oh, the RME Gendry album cover. No wonder you look familiar. As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista. What do you want to drink tonight? The usual. That is how you say it, yes? Yes. So... anything? Yes. We won't be able to taste the difference anyway. You really can't taste anything? Yes. What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise. But we doubt you will be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. Okay, you know what? This might be difficult. But because I want to have only one playthrough of this game and I actually do want to fill up the entries, I do actually consider the possibility of cheating a little bit on these games. Give me 1 second. Oh, that's right, the Milky Way. That's right. This guy is a... Oh, I'm a moron! Of course, it's an astronaut. Also, he's like the astronauts from Milky. That's right, it's milk, honey, and mint. Actually, milk, honey, mint. Oh man, actually, it sounds amazing. Hell yeah. Excellent job. The game actually gave me the game actually gave me the answer before. I was a moron for not remembering it. Here, the Milky Way. Let's see. I hope I got this right. Tell me I got the. Yeah. Oh, it's full. Birthday. No. Please, my self-summary. Please write your profile here. Favorite things. Please write your profile here. Please write. Okay, so I guess like he's not really that much of a... Oh well. Cheating a little bit, I'm sorry, but I really want to do just one, playthrough of this game. I don't feel like playing this game 100 times, except if there is endless in this game. I don't think there is. Or perhaps there is and I don't remember it. I cannot remember. This game is mostly about stories. Why would it have an endless... Oh well, I cannot remember fully, but anyway. Let's see. I hope I got this right. Thank you. What the fuck? Interesting. Before you ask, yes, that's how they drink. This. Oh my god. She's turning red, and now she's turning... What is this? We have never been able to taste anything in our life. But this is a breakthrough. We have to report immediately. Done. Thank you so much from all of our kind. You are one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes? Normally, yes. But you can't be so sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of my compliment. Of compliment. What are you, Nail? Us? We are travelers. Doing our job is the space you call... Milky Way. Oh my god. Don't tell me. My god. Now, I don't want to mention this, but I have to mention it now because I cannot hold it anymore. Milky Ways has to play this game. And just, this guy is basically one of the, the Astros, basically. And the Milky Way is, the space you call Milky Way, it's actually their goddess. That's why. It's a cow and the Milky... Oh my god, everything connects. He even looks like an Astro. Wait a minute, let me find some post a fan art of how an Astro looks like. Astros. By the way, Astro, it's a Greek word. Find anything? Nobody has made anything. Maybe I can find it if I just press R. Nobody has made any fan art of the followers of Milky. Really? Nobody, nothing. I'm greatly disappointed. Well, anyway, I guess you could say, hello, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Excuse me. I just realized, see you later. Have a good day. Thank you for dropping by. Anyway, where were we? Yes. As I was saying, this guy truly looks like an astro. In a weird sense. What kind of job? We are tasked with a mission to spread our seeds. Fair enough. It is what it is. You really are here to find a date? All the way from a galaxy far, far away? Wow. It turns out pervs exist everywhere in the universe. Man, okay, that's actually good. Feeling attacked, old man. You too, and all the best. Thank you very much. Anyway, let's see. Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand, but we are glad if we can make you laugh. All the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? Man, is this an actual conversation we have right now? This is the closest thing you get from, the VA11 game. To vibes, I mean. We are sorry, but that is classified information. Oh, man. But we believe it is alright to share it with you tonight. Thanks to this eye-opening drink from the barista. I owe you this story. You owe me a lot, Freya, just saying. So why? Everyone, including us and you and everyone else, it's tasked to keep the balance of the universe. But sometimes it is hard for some civilizations to maintain balance by themselves. Because unknown threats that are beyond each civilization's power can appear. And that is where we come in. I still don't see the relation between that and impregnating. You are quite dense, aren't you? Hey! You came here to give seeds? So, man, I'm having a conversation with an alien, a vampire, and the weird, storyteller lady. Jesus. What is a devil meant to do? Fuck me. So, a half-breed of your kind can be born on Earth? That is correct. The half-breeds will be half Earthling and half whatever you are? Yes. Assuming that you have some powers that we can't comprehend, you are trying to make sure Earth will have its own protector. That is 100% correct. Holy shit! You're trying to give us a superhero? Yes, that is what your people will call the protector. So basically you're here to make Superman. What is this? But why you go through all this hassle? This sounds like a lot of work. Why not just explain this to someone? I'm sure a lot of women wouldn't mind giving birth to a superhero. Sadly, this is not that simple. The future protector has to be someone that loves this planet more than anything. They have to be born out of love, which we have learned. It's a very complicated feeling on Earth. We have it easier back home due to the nature of our communication. We understand everyone deeply by default. So everyone in our planet loves each other from the moment they are born. That sounds beautiful. And creepy. Why? He laughs. It sounds like your planet is a giant spherical orgy. Hey, they do not surpass Japan so far, so. Oh man, okay, I'm going from that one topic to the next. That was a badly chosen word, but it is roughly similar to the truth. Oh my. If what you say is true, shouldn't we help them to get laid with love? What? What are you talking about? Freya, where are you right now? Guidance is all we need. Otherwise, we might be responsible for the birth of a super evil person instead. Oh shit. Fuck me. Okay, you know what? I used to be a hero back in my day. I don't look. In case things go wrong, I'll kick this super evil person's ass. Okay? I will have this safety net. Okay? Hyde, you're a vampire. You don't have anything to be afraid of. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it is going well. I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are. Not many women can handle that. Could you handle them, though? Me? I don't know. What do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further if it got you a good story. Man. Hide. Wait a minute. Don't laugh as if you do not know what he means. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I'd go on a date with them. You're not wrong, or wait a minute. What did she say? Where is the... Loaded. You are wrong, though. I'd go on a date with them. But I don't like this to sleep around. Really. To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. You do give the vibe, not gonna lie. Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does it mean you are willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories? Wow. No wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories. But I'll only sleep with someone I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard of those terms before. Let us check them once again. What? What do you mean? This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yes, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Well, it's not about, doing it with one person. It's about doing it with one person many times. Yeah, that's how it goes. Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least that was what we gathered from your information network. Theoretically, that could be the case, but Earthlings are stupid. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today, but we have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? Okay, of course. First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time, you start by dating, boyfriends or girlfriends, you know, before you talk about marriage. Oh, okay. So, how can we become your boyfriend? You could start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I'm single. Man, Freya is just fucking with them. Do you want to be our girlfriend? Now, the path to starting to date varies between people. But usually, it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow. The breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. It has been easier if you're a smooth talker. Smooth talker? Someone good at communicating with others. That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still in a totally different league. Oh my god, give me 1 second, I forgot something. Oh shit, I forgot something important. Oh my god, I forgot something. Okay. We're good. Okay. Even after all that, making kids is still in a totally different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms. Condoms? It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy. Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Pleasure. What? All this information is too much to process in one evening. So we talked about using condoms, but how do your kind have sex? Like seeing how you drink. A condom might be something you can't use at all. That's true. How do you do it? We are pretty flexible with that. But we cannot tell you the details. Unless we agree to do the mating ritual. Oh, come on. I don't want to imagine how it's done. Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Especially the mental part. We did our research. And we tried it on the testing object we made. It was proven. The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. It is. I have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. How will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information? We are not sure yet. It is yet to be discussed, after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We are off now. Bye. Take care on your way, sir. I'm so glad he did not teleport it or, as I said before, exodate through the ceiling or some shit with a jetpack. Well, interesting now. We're talking about a veteran, and suddenly we got an alien with sexual problems. That was really something. Indeed. You said the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer orc? Whoa, I dread to think how that went. It was pretty awkward. But you can't be angry at such naivety. I guess so. By the way, how has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last time? You mean Miss Lua? Yeah, her. Oh, showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come a few days ago. And Freya was being pretty nosy to the point that Mr. Gala joined the discussion. My. You really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation. Unless it really piques his interest. Or it annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow. So, I'm off for the day. Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Oh well. It'll be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way, folks. Shin, ratio of the Japanese brew, mixing the brew rice with ginger. Mixing brew rice. Man, the rain is getting heavier, or is it my idea? What the fuck? Wednesday, September 30th. It's Wednesday today. Too bad I don't have any more time. Sorry, people. I have more work to do after this, as usual. Wait a minute, what's this? Let's read the Dwarven made cars face challenge against an unexpected competitor. Okay. Protests arise over government treatment of Atlantic immigrants. Oh. The Mother Earth organization fights to save more forests. All these flower kids all the time. Oh man, I wanna know who is next. But let the story for next time. Loving in silence. Let the stories for next time, because as usual. But who is this? Who is going to be? Oh my god, it's already very, it's very actually interesting already, but I have to actually, log off for tonight. I'll see you in 2 days, alright? I'll see you on Friday, Eastern European time. I'm gonna continue this game. This game is just so good, I just wanna keep playing it. I cannot lie. Yes, return. Okay, we did. So there is an endless, and there is also extras. So if I was to load... This game has a lot of days. Oh, it's one. Oh no, it has a total of 10, 12 days in total, and 1 week later as a conclusion, basically, I guess. Oh well. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow, on Friday. Eastern European time, okay? Later.